guys, I'm back for my second YouTube tutorial. I got a lot of requests for highlighting and contouring. So pretty much you highlight and contour because you want to enhance your facial features, your, I guess you would say, darkest shadows of your face. And also contouring really helps to slim out the face. If you have a round face like me, because I do, I always like to make it look, I guess you would say, as slim as possible, as sleek. Highlighting and contouring is really into right now. So, yeah, let's get started. Okay, so pretty much, before I start, I just want to say, when you're highlighting, some people like to highlight and contour with creams and powders. Some work for better, some work for others. I mean, I kind of use both, I guess you would say. A lot of people like to use cream products to contour and highlight, and I contour with a powder, so I guess it's a little bit different for everybody. I really need to try contouring with cream. I just need to get out of the habit of using the powder. But I just want to say that you never put powder on your face and then a cream. You always, cream should be the last, powder should be the last thing that you put on your face. Powder is always last. Because if you put the powder on first and then cream, it's going to get cakey and it's going to break up. It's going to cause buildup and it's just going to start breaking up. Always put powder on your face last. So I just want to say that. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Sigma F80 brush again to put on my foundation. I'm just going to stipple it on. When you highlight and contour, you don't have to put as much foundation on because you're going to have so many other products on your face. So just keep that in mind as well. And today I'm actually going to use the L'Oreal Paris True Match. I'm in shade Nude Beige W3. I actually just got this like the other day. I just went to go get this. So. And I'm also going to be using my Mercier Foundation Primer. So I'm just going to put this on so my face has something to grab onto. And you always want to put primer in your T. You can put it in your T-zone. Or for me, I guess, I have some cakiness that happens right there. And I always have cakiness around my face. Always. Never fails. Okay. Put a little bit on the back of my hand. Ooh. Alright, L'Oreal True Match flies out. So if you get this, be careful. Just put like a gallon on my hand. And I already put on my eyeshadow because I figured so when I finish this I can just complete my look. And I also already did my eyebrows as well. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use my MAC Prolong Wear Concealer in the shade NW20, just like the other day. And I'm going to go ahead and just put that under my eyes, kind of in a triangle shape. And I'm going to go ahead and blend that out with my beauty blender, damn beauty blender. Why do girls always hold up in their mouths? If anybody knows, please tell me, because I'm always like, and it's crazy. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and do the other eye. My bags are pretty bad today. But you're just going to do your normal foundation and concealer routine. Just like normal. And if you have any blemishes or anything, go ahead and like spot those out and whatnot. Alright, and so now we are going to, I'm just going to highlight a couple places with some cream highlighter, and then at the end I will highlight with the powder at the very end. But so I'm going to go ahead and use the Maybelline in the shade Nude Chair. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight right here a little bit because I get a little bit cakey right there. And then you want to highlight right here above your lip. It's going to make your top lip look bigger, and it's also, this is called your Cupid's bow, so it's also going to make your top lip look fuller. But also right here throughout the day, I'm sure some of you women experience the same thing. You know how your top lip will look like, kind of like you have a mustache, like that cakey effect? That right there will really, really help that. I'm just going to touch right here. And you also can highlight above your brows. This right here is going to help your eyebrows look more higher and more, I guess the arc in them, it'll make it look stronger. And if you don't have time to sculpt out your eyebrows, this is kind of like a quick fix. You can just go ahead and do, so you don't have to focus too much on that. So I'm going to go ahead and take my F80 again and just go ahead and blend it out. Always push out though. You never want to push in because we're trying to make it look, we're trying to highlight right there. So you're not going to like want to push it in. You're going to want to push it out on your face. Alright. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to the bronzer. I'm going to go ahead and just use the Hoola Benefit again. It's a very universal bronzer, like I said before. You also never, ever, ever, ever want to contour with a bronzer that has shimmer, gold, just like any shimmer in it. That's going to actually make your cheeks look a little bit more down instead of higher up and more sleek looking. So always use a matte bronzer, never a shimmer. I've used a bronzer with shimmer in it before. I see a difference, but it's not something huge. But that's just, you just are always supposed to use a matte bronzer. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Sigma Small Contour F05. I actually contour with this a lot. Again, it's a Badger fan. But since this is such a little small box, I can't really get the whole entire brush in there. So I'm going to go ahead and contour with this. Just grab a little bit of the product on my brush. And you always want to start right here where your ear ends, kind of. It should always just be lined up right here. So if you want to take your brush like that, that should be the angle that it's at. Also, if you suck in your jaw like this, the hollows of your cheek is what you want to make look slimmer. But always check your face shape too. Everyone has different face shapes. So if you already have really, really defined cheekbones, you may want to contour a different way so it doesn't already take the effect of your sleek bones to the next level. So, but for me, I have a round face, so I'm all about highlighting and contouring. So go ahead and just... Big thing with contouring is you always, always, always want to make sure you blend it out. Like if I just kept it like that, like no, that would look really bad. Like you never want to have sharp edges around your contour. Like it never wants to be, you always want it defined. You never want to have any harsh, sharp lines because yes, it's going to be a different color than your face right here, but you want to make sure it looks all even. Because if not, people are going to be like, what's wrong with that girl? Like she needs to learn how to do her makeup. So go ahead and just blend it out. I'm all about some blending. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take this brush for just a second. And this actually doesn't even have any product on it. Also, can I just say that I forgot to actually set my under eye concealer? So sorry about that. So I'm going to be using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Plus. And then my tapered highlighter brush from Sigma as well. I cannot believe I forgot to do that. But, just like I said, highlight under your under eye so your concealer doesn't move and doesn't get cakey and creasy, which is one of the worst things. So, we blended out the cheeks and everything. I'm going to go, when you contour, you always want to take the contour, not just on your cheeks, but you want to take it somewhere else on your face. So, for me, I will do the temples of my forehead and like right around here. And then I'll also, contouring your nose is really, really big, so that always makes it look sleeker. I've always been told I have a really small nose, but I'm all about some small stuff. So whatever makes me look smaller, I will do. So I'm just going to go ahead and get some more product on there. Just kind of, just put it right along here. Because remember, we highlighted our brows a little bit. So that's going to make them look more higher and elevated as well. So right around here. Make sure you get your hairline too, because my gosh, you never want your hairline to be like Snow White and then your face, you know, bronzed. Alright. Okay. And then also just your jawline a little bit. Because you also never want your face to be a different color than your neck. Like, you know, if you have to blend bronzer down on your neck or even foundation, like, that's okay. That's acceptable. Whoops, my phone. Before I leave the house, I always go in like 3 different rooms to look at the lighting to make sure my face and my neck and chest match. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and use this angled contour brush. It's just from BH Cosmetics. It doesn't have a name or anything. I'm going to go ahead and continue to use the bronzer. Go ahead and dip that in there. And I'm going to contour my nose. So right here is where you're going to want to contour your nose. You can also use a cream here as well. You can cream, highlight, and cream contour if you want. Like I said, I use both, but the powder is always the thing that goes on last, remember. So keep in mind, after I use the concealer and the cream highlighter, I have not yet used any other creams, and I won't since I already started my powder. So I'm going to go ahead and take this right here on my nose and just kind of put it right here on the edge. Some people actually highlight the end of their nose, but for me, I just take it right around here. But this is the spot that, honestly, I always make sure I blend out the most, because there was one time I did this and I looked in the mirror and literally my face looked fine, and I just had two lines on my face, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not attractive, Amber. This is not attractive. So that was like right when I first started. But oh yeah, blend, 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 blend. I can't stress it enough. I think that really is the key to makeup application all the way. So I don't know if you guys can see in the camera, but like I can see right now, I got 2 darker sides. It looks blended, and I can already see it's a little bit lighter right here. So I'll highlight that at the very end to blend and make that look even. Okay, so, before I'll go ahead and do it, sometimes I will contour right here underneath my lip, because see, I highlight the top lip, which is going to make it look fuller, and if I contour the bottom lip where my shadow is as well. There's all kinds of little tips and tricks you can do to make, show off the different facial features in your face. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and apply my blush. I'm going to be using the NARS and the shade Torrid again. I've hit pan on this, so I have a couple other blushes I can use as well. And then I'm just going to be using the just a blush brush. It's Mary Kay. So I kind of put it like a little bit on top of the bronzer, honestly, because we have so much bronzer already at that spot. Okay, so now we're going to highlight with a powder. I just got this yesterday. Okay, it's the Becca highlighter, and it's in the shade Opal. And I can't even talk about it. Like, can we just take a moment? Can we just take a moment to look at it? I mean, it is just beautiful. So, so pretty. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, I actually didn't show this in the last video because my video froze up. So this is a BH Cosmetic, just a fan brush. I love these brushes to highlight because it's just so easy to place on your cheekbones. So go ahead, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And just right along here at the very, very top is where you want to highlight. I mean, can we just take a moment? Like, oh my gosh. Such a good investment. it took me, I was trying to decide between this and a Bobbi Brown highlighter, and it honestly took me like a week to decide. It's sad, but it's true. But you just want to highlight right here. So kind of like when you're like talking to somebody. Like I've had people before, you'll be talking to them and I mean, they'll ask you like, oh, your face is so glowy. And glowing, you know the funniest part is when I first highlighted and contoured, I don't really know what I was doing anyways. I went to work and somebody said, like, you look like you've lost weight. And at the time I had it. And I was just like, oh, thanks. And I'm thinking to myself, I highlighted and contoured. But anyways, so it really, really helps. It truly, really, really does. So I just want to throw that out there. And then you can also highlight here with the powder on top of your Cupid's bow. We're kind of like setting that cream. You can highlight right there. Then you can also highlight right there, right down the center of your nose. And then right here we can just touch up above our eyebrows once again since we highlighted with the cream. It's kind of like you always want to set creams. And what I mean by set is almost put a powder on top of them so they don't move, don't crease and whatnot. So that's just kind of what I'm doing. I mean, I'm just like lightly touching up on places I put the cream at. Can you stop? Okay guys, so that's it for this video. I just finished putting on my mascara and eyeliner and lipstick and stuff to complete the look. Just always comment down below, and I know a lot of you guys get in touch with me on Facebook. Just let me know what you want to see next, and please subscribe if you have a YouTube channel. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hey Nay! My last video, I just want to say, I watched it, and afterwards I was kind of thinking to myself, like, I look like I have 8 chins. I just don't understand, and like that, but I really don't have 8 chins, so I just want to say that. And now, I have lipstick on my teeth. Oh. And I had a friend tagged me in something on Facebook, and she tried to smoky eye, and she's like, how'd I do, Amber? I asked her if I could give her a shout out. She hasn't responded, so I'll just show the picture of the eye, but she's very, very cute, and she did a good job. So I just wanted to give her a shout out. It's really sweet.